I missed PK's live stream last night. I was out doing some stuff, and but I watched it. I got a message from the pieman that it was there. So I watched PK's video, and look, PK's 100% right. Look how fat this guy is. There's no way anyone that goes to prison, you see them go in, you see a photo. Whenever you see them later on, they're never ever. If they're skinny, they'll stay skinny. If they're fat, they'll get skinny or skinnier. There's no way someone goes from skinny to fat like this guy. And it's not like he's entering middle age. He's virtually the same age. He's not getting a middle age spread or anything. Look at him. So his appearance sort of contradicts what prison lifestyle would be. So he seems to be living in some comfort. Now, as with these little, even just snippets, there's always some anomaly. And I'm just going to point one out now. Now, this is the van that he supposedly arrived at his hearing in. Now, we don't actually see him get out of this van, but this is what they've shown on the news, and this is what they're sort of presenting as the van that he came in. And if you look at the number plate there, it's MBI 057. It's a registration check for Vic Roads, and it's MBI 057, and yep, it's a white Mercedes van, so that checks out. And look down there at compliance plate. Date is the December 2006. That's quite an old vehicle for a government-owned vehicle. And here's a document that's a Victorian government standard vehicle policy. And if you look at the paragraph under registration plates, it says that the registration plates needed to be blue. And if you recall all of that vision around when Jimmy was doing donuts, sure, all the number plates were blue. But these number plates are red. You Victorians would know what a red number plate means in Victoria. I certainly don't. But according to this, the registration plates, if it's, this vehicle is owned by the government and it's transporting a prisoner, so I would assume that it was, then they should be blue. Here's another page of the Victoria Government Vehicle Policy Manual, and at disposals it says that they kept for either 60,000 Ks or 3 years, whichever comes first. Now, 2006 is a lot more than 3 years ago. So it's just puzzling as to why this vehicle has different coloured number plates and it hasn't been disposed of in accordance with the Victorian Government vehicle policy. Like I said, it's just another anomaly that always find an anomaly, always something wrong with what gets shown. Like I said, we didn't see Jimmy actually get out of this vehicle. We don't even know if this was the actual vehicle that he was in at all. Look, maybe the prison system has been outsourced down in Victoria. I don't know, but even so, you would think they would have to keep the same car policies, wouldn't you? You wouldn't think they could start transporting prisoners on fucking the back of postie bikes, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Anyway. So anyway, look, thanks to PK for the shout out he gave me in that video and the referral. I really appreciate it. And I actually found this because of PK's advice to look it up for yourself and see how fat he is. And look at him, he's pretty fat. But look, I did actually find one other gold nugget in while I was searching for this, and I haven't seen this website before. Maybe other people have, but it's new to me, so I'll just have a quick look at it. And this is the gold nugget I stumbled upon while looking up Jimmy Gargasaurus, and this is the Office of Public Prosecutions Victoria website, and they've got their normal information they provide here, witnesses and bereaved family members, what they can do. They've got a special Bourke Street case information. And look, maybe other people have already seen this. I've only just found it. It's quite incredible, actually. And it says here, this page has been set up to provide victims, witnesses and bereaved family members with information about the case. I mean, look, I'm not going to laugh too much through this. I think that can be a bit distracting, and I'll sort of maybe take away from the message of what I'm trying to get across in my videos. But we'll just jump down here. So here's the key dates so far. So go to this website yourself. There it is at the top. 23rd of January. So he was charged in the magistrates filing hearing. 17th of Feb. Supreme Court mention. Another mention. A special mention. So that's where he's meant to have given a plea, but he hasn't managed to do that on 3 occasions. Then we get to here. Here it is, 20th of October. The brief of evidence has been served, and that was on time. That's 10 months later. Okay, and then they get into this, now gone to the Supreme Court, as above. I don't know what's gone back to the magistrate courts here for committal mention. So we're back to mentioning again. Then 18th of December, Supreme Court's directions hearing. I had a famous one of those for ISIS. A lot goes on at those. Don't miss those if you can get to them. And Supreme Court mention hearing. So that was back in March. And they've got some updates here. Now, they haven't updated the most recent one where he's a big fatso. It's just got here update 22nd of May, and they go the most recent stage, and all they talk about here is the prosecution lawyers have informed the court that there are opposing views as to whether he's fit to stand trial, and that's where they've set up this jury to determine that. And there's not much more other than that, other than they're just looking at his mental health. The prosecution requires reports from the mental health experts. That's what PK said this is all about. They're just going down a mental health angle so that they don't have to put witnesses up, which I'll just get to now. Now, it says here, witnesses, please note, witnesses are not required to attend court in the foreseeable future. And if you are required, you will be informed by police. So the OPP has produced a guide prosecuting mental impairment matters. Okay, so that's to do with mentally ill. So that's what they've gone with this. This is quite an amazing little website, though. Look, it looks like it provides a lot, but it doesn't actually tell you too much, except graphically shows how slow and what a snail's pace this thing is going. Here it is. More information for witnesses. The OPP has sent out a letter to witnesses, victims, and bereaved family members directly involved, which contain information. So here it is here. I haven't really looked at this yet. Let's have a look. Okay, it's only one page. Here we go. Dear Sir Madam, I'm writing to you in regards to Jimmy. Yep. You are required as a witness in the case and may be required to give evidence. Well, they've just said on the website at this stage, important you not need to. You will be advised if you're required in due course. The case will be next in court. Okay, so this letter's pretty old, so that's out of date. I don't know why they bothered to show that. But anyway, that's it. More information for witnesses. But this here is the most important part. Witnesses, please note, they're not required to attend court in the foreseeable future. Not going to laugh too much. That's because they were never intended to appear in court because it's all a load of bullshit. And just having a look at this, they're still going down that mental health angle. And if I had some money and they would take bets on it, I'd be betting that he won't be standing trial and these witnesses won't be called. All right, that's it.